Seasons of Wonder. I'm so glad to have you here. So today I am going to start packing for an upcoming trip. We just came back from a small trip to San Antonio, but here we are again packing. We're gonna go back to El Salvador to visit our family. Hi, my name is Isel. I am a former elementary teacher, now a homeschooling mom to my little girl. On this channel, I share mostly on our homeschooling journey, but also on all things motherhood and homemaking, as well as our Christian faith, which is so important to us. If you are interested in topics like that, I kindly welcome you to subscribe to my channel. I would absolutely love to have you here. So we did go to San Antonio just for the summer, and let me tell you, it was so lovely. We have some beautiful memories from that trip. We were so blessed to be able to spend time with our little princess and some friends from church. Just a little story. Our first day there was a little hard because the night before a hurricane had hit our city. We thought it was just going to be a tropical storm just because of what they were saying in the news, but as it turns out, it did hit as a hurricane. It did do a lot of damage. We were worried for our family and friends, and thank God they were all safe. The only thing is that many of them were without power, and so that was really sad to hear. The temperature here in Texas right now is so hot, but we were there in that beautiful place. We had planned for it so much, and so we decided to just put everything in prayer, to just place everything in God's hands, our family, our friends, and we just prayed for everyone in our city and also for our home, because we didn't know if there had been any damage to our home. But my husband and I, we just decided not to worry and to pray about it, and he did give us the peace that we needed, and so we just were able to enjoy our trip, the rest of our trip. We stayed there 3 days. I do worry a lot. It is something that I have to work on, but in this occasion, God did help me just to bring peace, and truly I was able to conquer those worries and that anxiety. Like the word of God says that if there is anything that is causing anxiety, to just place our requests before God and He will fill us with His peace. And that is what God did. He filled us with His peace, and we were able to enjoy the rest of our trip. And I am so glad that we did, because my little princess, she was truly so happy. She was out exploring, playing with things out in nature like sticks and whatever she could find. And we were just enjoying the beautiful scenery, and it was truly all so lovely. And so that was our trip to San Antonio. But now we're getting ready for another trip to El Salvador. So I need to get ready for that. I like to prepare in advance. I like to just start getting things ready beforehand so that it's not too stressful for me when the time approaches. So that is what I'm doing now. I will also be sharing with you some of my tips. I don't have too much experience with trips or anything like that, but there are some things that I always do whenever I'm packing, so I will let you know what that is. So the first thing that I try to do is to separate groups of things into suitcases so that I kind of know where everything is when I get there. I just want to make sure that everything is as organized as I can into certain suitcases. I have here this big one. I think this is the biggest one that we have. So right now it's filled up with toys and gifts for our family. But what I want to do is I want to take those out, put those things in this bag. This is a big bag too. I just want to put that in here so that this one is free to put my husband's and my clothes and our things basically. And then I have this smaller one, and this one is going to be for my little princess's things, her things. And so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these things out of here and put them in here. And I also want to say that it is not easy for us to plan for trips just because of our financial situation. I know I've mentioned this before, but we are a family living on one income, and so it is a little hard for us. But this trip, the trip to El Salvador, we actually purchased the tickets months ago. It was at the beginning of the year, and that helps because they're cheaper, and it also helps because it gives us time to save for the trip. And that's what we did. We saved for the trip, and we also started buying things little by little, just the gifts that we want to take for our family. There are so many children in our family over there. We miss their birthdays. We miss so many events, baby showers, and so we just want to take a few things, especially to the children. They're not expensive things, but it's just a little something for the little ones in our family. So I'm gonna get those things in this bag so that we have this one free for our things, my husband's and I. So here are some of the things that we're taking for the little girls. Just these little dolls. This little caterpillar toy for a baby. Other things that I still need to put in here. I still have more gifts for our family, but at least I was able to clear this one for my husband and I. So this is not a new idea, but in case you're planning a trip, I just wanted to remind you just these nail clippers. Just a little set is something that I always take with me, and just a little reminder. I know this is not anything new, but just a little reminder. So something that I always want to take with me on trips is a laundry bag. It just makes it so much easier to carry the dirty clothes. I usually just take a pillowcase with me, but this time I just wanted to purchase one. This was really cheap at Walmart. It was only like $5, and I think it's really big. Let me see how big it is. Let me open it up. Yeah, it's really big. It's actually bigger than I thought, which is good because the bigger the better. But that is something that I will be taking for this trip. And like I said, if you don't want to buy one, you can always just take a pillowcase. And another thing that I recommend for trips, if you're going to a foreign country, is probiotics for your little ones. This is so helpful because it is so easy to get sick just because they're not used to the water and the food. So this is another thing that I will be taking for my little princess. But it is important that you get them started with it, maybe I would say 3 to 4 weeks before your trip, so that it's already strengthening their system. And so that is what I wanted to recommend. And another tip that I wanted to share, for me it's really important to have earrings. I like to have earrings most of the time, just like a little accessory that I like to have. And last time, my last trip to El Salvador, I took one pair, and then that one pair I lost one of the earring stoppers and I wasn't able to wear those anymore. So this time I'm going to take at least 3 sets, just like little sets, like the little earring studs. And so I wanted to share with you an easy way to carry them if you have like those pill organizers. So I have this set right here, but I'm only going to take one of the little cases. I don't know what color. I guess I'll take the pink because it's my favorite color. So this pink one, I'm just going to fill 3 little sets. I think I could even fit more because like I said, they're just like the little studs. And I'm going to put those in there and I'm just going to take this. And that way I just take one of these and it'll also help me when I'm there to keep them and to organize them. And my last tip is to purchase bags that look like these. I don't know what these are called, maybe storage bags, cosmetic storage bags maybe, but these come in sets. I think this set had like 5. These are so helpful in separating things. That way you know where each thing is. And so this one is good for cosmetics or little hair accessories, hair ties, things like that. And it helps you to keep things separated and to know where everything is. And for you to be able to find it so much easier. So if you can get little bags like these are so helpful. I got these at Walmart last year. I don't know if they still have them, but I'm sure they have something like it. These are just little plastic bags. And that's it for packing. That I won't be putting in our clothes in here. Not everything because we're still using our clothes, and so I don't think I can put everything in there, but as much as I can, I'm gonna try to start filling it in. Another thing that I do is I keep our suitcase bags in the living room laid out like this because our living room is a place that leads to the other rooms. So I always pass by the living room. So if I remember something that needs to go in here, it is so much easier for me to just get and put in there. And it also serves as a reminder that I need to do this. And it just helps me to think about it. And if I think of something that needs to go in there, I just go get it, I put it in there, and it's so much easier. So that is what I do. And that's it. That's what I wanted to share. So something that we have been working on this summer is we've been trying to do more of the things that we love. Things that are more relaxing and fun, like baking, and also we've been doing embroidery, which is one of the handicrafts that we have begun to learn. This little heart is to learn our stitches, the different stitches. This is where we are. We are still pretty much halfway, and so we have been working on this and it is so much fun. I noticed my little one is doing so much better with holding the needle and just with her overall fine motor skills while working on this. I have just noticed so much improvement and we both love it. We really enjoy it. It's so relaxing, so peaceful. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna work on this little bottom part because that's all we need to finish this stitch. She already worked on the first part, and that's the beautiful thing about this project is that we both worked on it. Like every single line, we both worked on it. It's gonna be so special once we're done. But right now I'm gonna work on this little bottom part. She already did, like I said, some of that top part. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so thankful for you. I love reading your comments. I just feel that I get to know you better every time that I read your thoughts, and it just makes my day. Please tell me how it's been for you. I would really love to read about it in the comments. And again, thank you so much for staying with me, for watching, and for your support. Thank you, and I do hope to see you in the next video.